done. So yeah, in your own time, start.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm one half of Jack and Jem. Jack is unfortunately not here today because he is at Bucks doing DE gymnastics, so he couldn't make it today, but he sends his apologies for that. So I will have the Husts for both of us. Hopefully, most of you will know who we are. I'd be very sad if you don't. Yeah, we would like to be your Freshers Week coordinators for this coming October. We have a huge amount of combined experience between us, both having been reps in Open Day reps before that, and for this term we are Open Day coordinators as well. Jack is also involved has lots of experience in lots of different things as well, kind of sports and obviously doing DE gymnastics. I've been on college's social events committee and on college's social events committee at the moment, and do a lot of GMS as well. So we both between us have a huge amount of experience liaising with college, working with college staff, senior tutors, organising events, advertising events, and so we have, we're very good. I would say that we have excellent organisation and strong communication skills. I guess, and hopefully you guys would think we're a friendly faces in college. Having been reps and Open Day reps, we've had obviously a lot of welfare training and experience, and so we feel that we'd be highly capable to run Freshers Week from that aspect as the best possible candidates, and realise hugely the importance, especially of welfare in Freshers Week. And I think we'd really like to focus on the balance of that in Freshers Week, as though we would love it for it to be the best week, or one of the best weeks in everyone's sort of year or time in John's, but it's not always going to be. People depend on what they enjoy or what type of people they are, their personalities maybe won't be feeling incredibly comfortable in Freshers Week, or won't want to be hugely involved in all the activities, or might be shy or incredibly nervous joining university, particularly as it's often a big change for people. And we particularly like to focus on that aspect and making sure that everyone is really in the best possible place they could be from the outset term, to make it the best possible introduction to Johns for them. And I think we'd really like to carry that through both international Freshers Week and Freshers Week themselves. Other experience, we've had experience kind of budget handling, with lack of sleep, how we improved that in Freshers Week. And we're very good at keeping kind of high energy levels and enthusiasm no matter what's going on. And so we'd really like to work with a great team this year and be your Freshers Week coordinators. That's about it, really.
Are there any questions for candidates? Yes, Lodge.
What's Jack's biggest weakness?
So it's applicable to Ron still. Ron could still tell you what. I mean, I'd say it's targeted, but it's still.
I'll tell him that you said that, ask us, Lodge. Clues. You can't resist. Sober night and clue.
Okay. Any more questions? Jess.
Freshers Week can be, especially the coordinates, can be pretty stressful anyway, and then it can get more stressful when things don't go as planned and you lose freshers and things like that. How would you and how do you cope with stress? How do you think you deal with those sorts of inconveniences?
I think overall, both of us are very positive people. I think especially we work really well as a team. I'm probably the more confident speaker and kind of babble at everyone incessantly, but Jack is very calming influence, and so we're kind of, even if he's slightly more quiet, so I think we're a really good balance, and the fact that between us we've both got the confidence to sort out if there was any issues on the team, but also we're responsible enough and in control enough, I think, that we'd be able to deal with whatever situation and problem when or if it did arise, calmly.
Any more questions? Dan.
If you were the only ones making the decision on college, had nothing to do with it. Would you have more FREPs, the same number of FREPs, or fewer FREPs than we had last year? And why?
I think the amount of FREPs that have been had in the past couple of years seems to be a very good number. I think although there is the expectation and you do have to work very hard and it is tiring and there is quite a lot of pressure on you in Freshers Week as FREP coordinators or as FREPs, I think that's part of the responsibility and that is part of the role. And I think if you had many more, I think it would be even more difficult to kind of keep everyone together, to coordinate the team, and although it would be more bodies, I think it kind of removes the, not recognition of FREPs, but I think the role, it is important and it's nice to be noted as FREPs in college and to be that forefront in Freshers Week. And I think particularly having listened to what Carl said and other people said in the Husts today, I think it could be really interesting to make some changes and work with potentially welfare and get the welfare support team more involved, because I think that would be the perfect balance in that it alleviates some pressure from the FREPs themselves, but doesn't take away from the role, and therefore we remove the need for having to source funds and vote for more FREPs.
I know Jess and Joe did a very good job from a personal experience of Freshers Week last year. But I want to ask you, was it, from your experience, would there be anything that you would do differently? If we could change one thing about it, what would you change?
I don't know. I probably should have thought this on, so I think we did an excellent job. Maybe I think it's really important that before Freshers Week, maybe both the exec and the FREPs spend a bit of time together, maybe. I think it would be really important, but considering the exec members all are needed to be present in Freshers Week, and they're a huge, although the FREPs are sort of the key, and Freshers Week team, the key kind of, have the key responsibility, and are somewhat leading the week. I think it's really important to have the exec involved and have a really important, like a strong relationship between the exec and the FREPs and the Freshers Week coordinators. I think maybe, not as a criticism, but like, I think just that could be progressed even better to make an even stronger team for when Freshers Week actually arrives.
Any more questions? Yes, Jess.
Similar question to the one I asked Pete before, obviously being from a small college, chances are some of the members of your team will be friends or will become friends in kind of FREP bonding from this. If they aren't pulling their weight throughout the week, how would you deal with this?
I'm quite happy to be the bad cop side of the team. I think that probably would fall to me. And I think between us, I think we would get on with pretty much all the team, but I think if a problem arose where they weren't pulling their weight or there was issues, I think ultimately it's really important to reinforce that it's not about that. Freshers Week is about the freshers and making sure they have the best time, so they need to leave their problems aside and elsewhere and throw every bit of energy they have got at Freshers Week, because that I think is what makes John Time Freshers Week so great. If the FREPs have sort of endless enthusiasm and work really well together and are willing to go above and beyond. And if they're not doing that, hopefully we'll pick a group that will do that if we were elected. That's what we do. Freshers Week coordinators. But no, I don't think we'd be worried about having to put our foot down and sort those issues out.
There's time for one more question if there's any desire. There doesn't appear to be, so that'll be it for the Freshers Week coordinators.